Syed's advice for professionals who work with students with visual impairments.
I think, man, God bless you all, because that's the hardest job ever. I could never do that. And yeah, so I think the thing that I feel would have been the most helpful that wasn't done was being connected with a larger blind network. I know for me, this is true, and I think it's true for most blind people, is that they're the only blind person in their school or in their district. And even if there are others, it might just be like one or two others. And in their early part of their life, they really only interact with like maybe a handful of other blind people. So it wasn't until I was 19 years old that I found out that there's these huge organizations of really successful blind people. I was able to attend a conference with 3,000 blind people all in one hotel. And I was able to meet people who, had PhDs in engineering and were lawyers working at like top firms in New York City and multimillionaire businessmen. And it was after seeing what technology they used and how they functioned as blind people that really got a clear blueprint and roadmap to how to function at a very high level as a blind individual. And when I first joined this blindness organization, it was actually a Harvard Law School student who brought me in. And I remember him giving me a tour of Harvard Law School and telling him explicitly that I will never be able to work at a point where I could get into a school like this. And he's like, no, if you just make the right changes and work hard, I think it's definitely possible. And that really did prove true and really played out. So I think, being able to connect young blind people with a lot of really successful blind people. And then also from going to these conventions, it's not only the successful blind people that are important to meet, it's also the blind people who are still struggling a lot and are not necessarily very happy with their lives, and being able to learn from what they did differently compared to the blind people who are very happy and doing everything they want to do, and blindness is not holding them back.